Josh Raven here with Esports at E-League in the last chance qualifier with Kassad, coach of Maus, and I believe we've just witnessed probably one of the longest series at E-League possible, and I'm sure your heart must have been racing during that series. Specifically, I want to talk about the overtimes, because you guys did pull it out, but there were a few overtimes in there, maybe like 4 or 5. What are you saying as a coach to your players when it gets to those situations where one play, one shot can win the entire series? What are you saying to them?
I mean, it's not like any special round in overtimes. We just go one by one. We try to win every round as we can. And when things got very tough, we just try to keep calm. I try to calm them down and do everything I can as a coach to help them win.
We spoke to, I believe it was Chris J a few weeks ago here at E-League, and he mentioned that his team was full of, I think as he put it, tilters or rages or something like that, and that you were one of the only people that could calm them down. So have you had that experience as well? Players like, we know Niko's famous for shouting. He had the famous shut up moment here a few weeks ago.
Oh, come on. That's not really that was blown out of proportions. It's really not like that. Sometimes we do have discussions, but it's not really something that cannot be managed. Every team has that. We just need to keep it on minimal level and try to do the best we can.
Okay, well, you can get through it, and you have got through it today. That means tomorrow you'll be up against either CLG or FaZe. I believe they're playing right now. I think any sane person would rather face CLG hearing that news, but do you think there could be an element of surprise to them, maybe playing without fear of failure in the form of Tarek and Peter at least?
Yeah, exactly like that. I mean, I don't know in what state of mind is FaZe right now after having beaten Fnatic on Major and then lost to it was SK and the other G2 or something. I don't know. Never mind, they just fell out of the groups. I don't know what state of mind are they. Do they want to win or not? I just hope it will be CLG because it will be easier for us, of course. They have some in FaZe, they have some heavy hitters, but we can deal with them as well.
Okay, you mentioned the major right there. We can talk about Maus at the major. Somewhat disappointing perhaps to fall out in the group stage, but at the end of the day you were facing off against Team Liquid, I believe, knock you out. Yeah. And who thought they would be finalists, right? So, what are your thoughts on the team's performance at EDSL 1 Cologne?
I'm really it's very painful to think about that. We started very well against VP. We got a great lead. Our game plan was working perfectly. Then suddenly something happened. We start losing rounds, and then CT side they completely destroyed us. It was very painful first day. Then we got to get back to the second day and play an Envy. We managed to pull a really good comeback. We were really hyped about the third round, about the decider with Liquid. It didn't work out like we wanted. Liquid was a better team that day, and they just reached the finals. They were really good, but still, it's really painful to think about it. It's not because of the loss. I remember then when we went to the signing session, so much fans cheering for Maus Sports. I thought it was going to be easier, but it was even worse when you see so much fans expecting you to be on that stage and you failed them somehow. We thought like that. It was really painful. But it's sports, I guess. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. At the end, it's just sports.
Yeah, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. A lot of people say about Maus Sports that the times the win comes from Niko, as it's kind of a one-man team or so they say. What are your thoughts on comments like that?
I mean, I don't like those kind of comments because every crew, every single team has a superstar and has a support team, and you wouldn't be talking to me here without your support team, right? I mean, it's all about the roles. It's all about the team, and I don't really care who the superstar is or who the support guy is. I just want victories, nothing more.
Okay, and one final question for you. I'm curious, since you're somewhat new to the team, it's been a few months now at least, but I'm curious, what do you think is your biggest impact being on the side? What have you changed since you came in?
I don't know. I mean, maybe the most impact I had in preparation for the matches, maybe some anti-stratting and stuff, and calming people down. Dealing with discussions and every other problem that I can come up with. So yeah, I mean, basically the preparation is my biggest impact, I think. Getting them into the game in the right way.
Well, it definitely worked today, just about after the overtimes. Thanks very much for joining us, Kassad.